say anything that you don't want, because now it's on.
Oh, I was telling them to hold tight. Last time. They missed the whole. They missed the best part.
They missed all of us.
Yeah.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, Happy New Year. The cantor is now gone for 2 Shabbatot. I got the first one right, didn't get the second one right, but I at least knew what I had done wrong, and so I was able to fix that, which I feel pretty good about. Again, want to say thank you to Rabbi David, who is joining me on the Bima. We decided we're going to do a little bit, just a slightly different style of a service. We're going to sing all the way through. Maybe we'll, when the thought occurs to us, when God speaks to us, we'll share a kavanah, an intention or two. But really, we're going to put the words up on the screen and just allow you to enjoy the music that will bring us into Shabbat. That music is certainly accompanied by God's angels. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Psalm 96, sing to God, all the earth, a new song.
Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Yanai nanai nai, yanai yanai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nai nai. Yai nai nai nai, yai nai nai nai, yai nai nai nai, yai nai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai nai, yanai nanai, yanai nanai nai, yanai if you're not singing yet. Start singing. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya na nai ya na nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya na nai ya na nai. Ya nai na nai nai. Ya na nai ya na nai. Ya nai na nai. Ya nai na nai. Ya nai na nai 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 nai. Ya nai nai nai. Ya nai nai nai. Shabbat Shalom. That's not the tune that we usually do, is it?
It's good enough for me.
Okay.
Romamu Adonai Eloheinu Hishtakavu Lahar Kodsho. Exalt God, Adonai our God, and worship at God's holy mountain. Page 135.
Just before we sing, if it's okay, there's a lot of imagery that seems to have been stripped away from Jewish practice, from Jewish ritual, from Jewish prayer. It's been embraced by many in the Christian world. It's ideas of a God of love, a God standing on the mountain, us singing loudly, joyfully. These traditions, these are as Jewish as anything, a God of grace, a God of love. And when I think of this tefillah, this prayer, Romu Adonai Eloheinu Yishtachavu Lahar Kodsho, that we are like the mountains, that we are standing and we are singing and we are praising and we are glorifying and we are exalting, and there are just not enough words. There isn't enough water in the seas. There isn't enough sand on the seashore to give expression to how much love, to how much gratitude, to how much joy we have in you, God. And so I want to give you permission, if you're in here and if you're out there. There aren't too many people watching in here, and if you're at home alone, don't feel stuck to your seat when you're praising God. I know that we've been conditioned to only sit when Rabbi Litwack says sit and only stand when Rabbi Litwack says stand. But if you feel moved during any of our tefillot, if you want to climb these mountains with us, Romemu, stand up and climb. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Last time sing Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Lahar Kodsho. Lecha dodi, ligat kala, penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, no Shabbat. Bedi Borechad. Sorry. Hishmiyanu El Hameyuchad Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad. L'Shem Utiferet V'Litchila la 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 Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki hi mekor habiracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha. So ma'aseh b'machshava tchila la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Toreri hitoreri. Ki ba'orech uri 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 shir daberi. Kivod Adonai Alayich nigla la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise, we turn to the door, we welcome the Shabbat bride. Bo'ei
v'shalom ateret b'hala. Gam b'simcha u'b'tzola. Toch emunei am segula. Bo'ei chala, bo'ei chala. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela. Penei penei Shabbat nekabela.
We welcome our Shabbat with the lighting of our candles.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Rise for Baruch Hu, page 146.
Is it okay if I sing this? Can I sing this? Yana nai nai nai, 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 yana nai nai nai. Sing with me. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Am I prepared? Are you listening? Are you listening to my prayer? To my prayer, can you hear? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Do you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yana nai nai nai, 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 yana nai nai nai. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Sing, Yana nai nai nai, 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 Yana nai nai nai.
This past week, I was working with a bar mitzvah student talking about God and talking about what it means to be one, and how unbelievable that Judaism could come up with a notion such as monotheism, that so many of our ancient religions just said, I need to pray to the God of this, and pray to the God of this, and to pray to God of this. And to then come up with an idea that there is truly one God is remarkable. So simple and yet so profound. And that oneness is not just a reflection of God, but that we think about God as not even being all around us, but being inside of us, that there is oneness in all of existence, and that includes God, and includes us, and includes our fellow human beings, and includes creation, all animals, and the stars, and how amazing that oneness really is.
Yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai nai. Try that with me. Yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai nai. I am one and you are one and we are one together. So I witness to the world, Adonai Echad, Echad. Yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai nai, yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai, yanai nai nai. Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Ba'ed. Sing as one. Yanai, nai, nai. Yanai, nai, nai. Yanai, nai, nai, nai.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Yai nai nai na 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 ya na na yai nai nai na ya na 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 yai nai nai na 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 yai nai nai ya na 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi chamocha nehdav hakodesh Nora tehilot oseh felech Nora tehilot oseh felech Yai nai nai Yai nai nai na nai na 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 Yai nai 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 na 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 Yai nai nai na nai na 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 Yai nai 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 na 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 na
ונאמר כי פתה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום העמידנו שומרנו לחיים. Bless us with sleep, bless our sleep with peace and grace.
And bless us with sleep.
And bless us with sleep.
I want that one.
I would rather that God bless us by waking us up when we are ready.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. It's that tune over and over again. Try it with me. Hashkivenu, ready? Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
Shamru
Bnei Yisrael et Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם.
ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם.
ושמרו
בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם.
ושמרו
בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם.
Page 164, we prepare for Amidah.
The other day, Rabbi Litwack joined JPAL, our religious school program, Sunday morning for davening. And since the beginning of the year, during the Amidah, I've invited the kids to go off and find their own space and do some of their own davening. Hasn't been working that well. Because they go off and they talk to one another instead of talking to God. I get it. But when I think about that, I don't think that's just a problem that kids have.
The idea is right.
The idea is right. But the challenge is not just for children. I think for a lot of us, the idea of talking to God it feels somewhat foreign. Certainly using the language of the prayer book can sometimes feel foreign. And I think that when it comes to learning and teaching in Judaism, we spend so much time on the Hebrew and on the tefillot. And we don't spend a lot of time on nurturing that just capacity to talk, that dialogue, with God. And so it's Rabbi Litwack's job to say that he looks forward to seeing many, many of you in shul, davening and praying with us together. I don't have that job anymore. So my prayer for you is that yes, you come to shul, and that when you find moments like the one that we're about to create together, that you just talk to God. Reb Nachman says we should imagine like God is our very best friend. We should tell God whatever's on our mind. So what's on your mind tonight? What regrets are you carrying? What hopes are you almost ready to explode with? What joys, what sadness, whatever it is. This is a moment. If you want to use your prayer book, wonderful. If you don't, maybe even better. Let's teach ourselves to talk to God. Adonai. Sfatai tiftach. Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai. Adonai. Sfatai tiftach. Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid tehilatecha. We invite you to rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot U'mevi geula livnei v'neihem Le'ma'an shemo be'ahava Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'ezrat Sarah Atah gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayeh kol ata Rav lehoshia Mashiv haruach U'morid haga Hashem Mechalkel chayim bechesed Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim v'rofeh cholim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha ba'al gevurot Umidom elach Melech memit umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha hakadosh U'kedoshim b'chol yom Yehalaluhu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. I invite you to just take a moment to pray those prayers of your heart, to share your thoughts with God.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim one more time. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha v'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. שלום רב תשים לעולם.
At this point, we think about our friends and neighbors, members of our community, members of our own family, may be seated, who are in need of God's blessing of healing of the body, healing of the spirit. This Shabbat, we are thinking about Judy Agron, Ronnie Bookman, Maya Bat Devora, Etta Rachel Bat Malka Zissel, Linda Falcon, Sandy Joe Gordon, Ed Johns, Mindy Benjamin Max Jones, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Leah Tova Bar, Shemai Ben Michael, Elka Rock, Jackie Robinson, Shaul Ben Moshe Verivka, Mark Rockfeld, Shoshana Devora Bat Chava, Mark Byron Singer, Rachel Bat Renee, Aryeh Tzvi Ben Sarah, Kevin Webb, Yehudit Bat Rachela V'Yanko. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak V'Yaakov, Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah, Hu Yavarech V'Yirapeh Et Cholim, Kadosh Baruch Hu Yamalei Rachamim Aleichem, L'hach Limam L'rapotam, L'hach Zicham, L'hach Yotam, V'Yishlach B'mheira Refuah Shlema, Refuat Nefesh Urefuat Guf B'toch Shar Cholei Yisrael Hashtar Ba'agalav V'zman Kariv and Omar. We say,
Amen.
Amen.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Sing with me. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Hey! Ya-na-na-na-na, 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 ya-na-na-na-na. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru
Rise for Aleinu, page 586.
Ladon hakol late gidula leotzer breshit o asanu kigoye haratzot velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama shelo elkeinu kahem vegonu kechol am va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushemo, Echad.
Somebody have a program? That's showing my screen, and I can't get on there. I can, once I get the sheet that shows me. Just a slight technical difficulty. It's not really technical difficulty.
Okay. I said to the rabbis we're going to the ark, I have kind of a funky Aleinu, but it maybe is too much. But now I have 2 minutes. Ready? Sometimes I lay under the moon. I thank God I'm breathing. And I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say, hey, that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play, hey, one day, one day, one day, oh, one day, one day. And it is Aleinu, because it ends like this. V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu. Bayom ha means one day. Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad. Ushemo, 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 ushemo. One day, may that day be tomorrow. One day, one day, one day.
Now, we go pretty deep here at Temple Sinai. We got a deep group of talented clergy. At this point, we think about those who are no longer with us, those who are gifting us with memory. We are thinking about Jan Edward Brooks, Aaron Morell, and Allison Dar, all who have died over the past 30 days, for whom we are observing Shloshim. Remember these, the yortzites of our congregant loved ones. We commemorate this Shabbat this past week. Morton Bloom, Martin Eisenberg, Carmen Espinoza de Garcia, Morton Fibus, Herbert Fields, Joseph Franco, Seal W. Goldman, Norman S. Gorson, Harris Harold Groten, David Lee Hannon, Leon Heller, Erwin Hyman, Moshe Aaron Jacobs, Jacob Nutman, Rose Pollock, Helen Udelson, Zella Wanone, Ruth Iris Waldstein, and those who are listed below who are remembered on our permanent memorial plaques here in our sanctuary. We join together for Kaddish Yatom. Yes. So now I can go back over and switch us. And then there we go. You can join for Kaddish Yatom Mourners Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah be'alma divrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mavarach le'elam ulamei umaya Yitbarach v'yishtalach v'yitpa'ar v'yitomam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudashah b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiran v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabam shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'romav Huya se shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, kol Yoshvei Tevel v'imru.
Amen.
Amen. Of course, now you may be seated. Okay. See, I had this figured out. Okay, because now I have to go back over here.
Hit 12, though.
Hit 12. Yes.
There you go.
There's so many buttons. Okay, I do want to say thank you to all of you who came to services. Just in case you thought that we were just faking it, there are people here, and we appreciate your attendance. We appreciate your attendance online too. You could throw a Shabbat Shalom to Rabbi David and to me in the chat. That would make our lives just so much nicer. But for those of you who are here, we especially thank you, and thank you to Rabbi David, who is with me tonight and tomorrow. I want to say thank you to all those who sponsored our service this Shabbat. Bob and Louise Morell, in honor of their 7th anniversary. We're going to celebrate with them tomorrow. Susan Fields, in memory of her beloved Herb. Rita Gold, in memory of Moshe Aaron Jacobs. Sidel Howitt, in memory of Zella Wanone. And Deborah, Matthew, Michael, and Joshua, in memory of their father and grandfather, Jan Edward Brooks. There are two announcements. One is that with tonight we end December and head into January, which means that we are just a couple of weeks away from our annual Martin Luther King Jr. Interfaith Shabbat. Hope you will join us for that. And then Also to remind you to put on your calendar later in January, our second annual virtual fundraiser. I keep saying this is a great way to do a fundraiser. You could be here, you don't have to be here, you can be with your friends, you don't have to be with your friends, but I am gonna just give you a little hint that we have a grand prize that is really going to rock your socks off. I literally was working on it today, including a trip. So I'm just putting it out there that you do want to show up for this. We hope that you will support us and support the work that we do here at Temple Sinai. We are going to conclude. I like magically appear in places. We are going to conclude with the singing of Adon Olam, page 625.
You'll have to tell me if this is sacrilegious, okay?
All right.
Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa b'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol le'evado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu hoveh ve'hu yeh b'tifara ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshilo lehachbira beli reshit beli tachlit ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamisra ve'hu eli ve'chai go'ali ve'tzorchev li be'et saram ve'hu nisi umanosli menakosi biyom nekra biyado afkid ruchi ve'et ishan v'ya'ira ve'im ruchi gevi'ati Adonai li velo ira. Should all acquaintance be forgot, I don't know the rest of the words. La 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Like I said, deep talent here, deep talent. We rise for Kiddush and for Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishi. Ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim ki vanu vacharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha Be'ahava uvratzon hinchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
Chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Good Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom. And Shana Tova.